watching it from Funimation's website, and I'll be starting my reaction in 1-0 go. Alright. Like the happy mood vibe the song is starting out, the episode starting out with right now. Oh, this is adorable. Man, I actually don't mind them spotlighting the cook. And I like how they're getting so used to the sons or even straight up talking to them too. That's actually adorable in its own way. Especially seeing Ryoma's business prosper. The beginning of a new era with the slimes. Wait, this is sounding like it's going to be a season finale. Oh boy. I mean, it makes sense. Or who knows, maybe if they try playing music, it could attract. Aww. I mean, thankfully he isn't young, and so if he makes any kind of mistakes, he'll just have to take the mistake, and he'll just have to make sure he doesn't fall into the same mistake again as when he's older. That's what's good to have multiple experiences when you're younger, so that you... Damn it! Copied him right to the punch. Alright, at least he's looking a little bit more positive now. And he's gonna have to live up to that promise. Oh! Okay, that got disturbed me a little bit. Yes! So looks like they even support the ship of Ilya and Ryoma. Oh boy. I like how the grandfather wouldn't be again. Oh snap. I like how the only one that would be against an Ilya and Ryoma relationship would be the father. Well, everyone else would be all gung ho about it. Yeah, he kinda did. Gotta think about our feelings for the boy. Oh, this is fucking adorable. Yeah, at least there we know Ilya would. She would most likely get in a relationship with Ryoma. He's probably gonna make a contract with the Dark Lemur. Just knowing how Ryoma usually does things. Who knows? The Nightmare Lemur Bird might actually respect him for what he did, for all we know. That's gonna be my guess. He might actually gravitate towards him. Oh dang! I mean, hey, I was kind of hoping we would see Ryoma tame something really cool other than a slime, but hey, if Ilya does it, then that'd be nice in on itself too, because we do need to see her achieve much more feats, because Ryoma's already achieved quite a lot. So it would only be fair if she has her chance to shine. Gentlemen, now that is some beautiful, beautiful music. You can definitely tell there's a lot of soul behind it right there. Honestly, as much as the series sometimes goes through some huge visual blunders, something I will never take away from it. The music is kick-ass, from like the opening song to the ED's pretty nice, and even the regular OST, like when she's playing the violin music, it just sounds pretty darn beautiful. Even the voice performances are pretty darn good too. As much as the series has been uneven, I gotta at least give you credit for that. Oh, that's cute. And this is the type of stuff I love to see right here. Gotta admit, they actually are doing even a good job of rendering the water pretty well. As much as the animators, some of the animators in the series don't do a good job, you do have some highlights that look really good like this on occasions. Oh, this is cute. You should definitely go for it. Aw, that's looking cute, the way they're just gravitating towards her. Aw, that puts a smile to my face. Oh, it doesn't look like she got the Nightmare Lemur bird, though. They actually are pretty cute, I ain't gonna lie about those birds. Oh, snap, so I'm assuming he's gonna go for the net. He may not be as good, but Ryoma is a badass. He might actually be able to tame the Nightmare Lemur bird. That's gonna be my guess. Although if Ryoma does fail at taming it, I wouldn't mind that either because it would actually help humble Ryoma just for the simple fact that, oh yeah, he's gonna go for the Nightmare one. I mean, with the way he's staring at it, staring back at him, it's giving a nice standoff fish kind of vibe. Gotta say, he was definitely humble because at least his musical performance so far actually sounds pretty good. Hmm. Oh, probably because the music has some sad summer-like vibes. That's gonna be my guess. Kind of feels like with Ryoma playing that music, probably feels like it's a nice representation of the suffering he went through in the past. Fuck yeah. Well, who knows? Maybe it was cautious earlier, but the Namalima bird probably gravitated towards Ryoma because he saw that Ryoma, he ain't no punk. That's gonna be my guess. Probably respected his strength. So it's probably gotta be a mix of both the strength and the music too. Oh, this is looking adorable. And honestly, I wonder how much broken it would be because surrounding the slime is gonna have those powerful birds at its disposal too. Especially the nightmare one when it can just completely knock someone's senses aback too. I mean, it's Ryoma though. Anything that would normally be hard for someone would probably be easier for him, or at least. Just imagine that Lineherber ends up being an even rarer breed. Oh, hell yeah. Huh. I wonder what would be the difference between the two then. Damn. Okay, it's actually cool to see that Ilya pull off an even more epic feat. Oh. Okay, now this is sweet. I actually always like those mid-credit cards there in the episodes. And honestly, with what Ryoma and Ilya accomplished, they definitely deserve a banquet, especially considering the danger level of his birds, and they still managed to tame these pretty little savages. Yeah, party is more than justified. Fuck. Talk about being so out of it that you're playing around with the slabs as if there was some kind of freaking toy. Oh. But you know, eventually there was going to come the day that they were going to separate, though. It's just a fact of life. I mean, plus that though, if they see each other again, it's going to make those future experiences a lot more intense, because the more you miss someone, the more your encounters with them are usually a lot more memorable due to the fact that you're going to hold on to those rare moments. Oh, I even like how you see the slime trying to comfort her as it actually looks up on her. That's a cute little touch there. And she looks like she's almost on the verge of tears, and I wouldn't blame her one bit. It's just tradition, and that's what I'm gonna assume she's gonna say. Oh. Oh, I get though some part of her wishes to stay with him, but just look at her facial expressions there. But I think there'll come a point though that as she gets older, I think people will stop getting scared of her power though. I'm just saying. I think the only reason why people would have fears is because people of her age would be frightened and taken aback, so. Oh. I wonder if she accidentally hurt the boy. Well. What the? Okay. Oh, I thought the boy would have died or something. I'll be like, oh shit, this has been completely savage. Oh, hello, animated Doji. Okay, that is pretty fucked up for that boy to have been saying that. Wow. Talk about someone with like almost zero shame. And as for the novels that help spread those false rumors, man, talk about being some fucking knowing ass soapboxes right there. But that's how people are in real life too, though, unfortunately. She gonna. Oh. I mean, how would Roma be scared of her though? I mean, they spend so much time with each other, but I could see why she'd be asking that. But regardless, even if she lost control, I'm pretty sure Ryoma would be able to take. Alright, at least Roma's being honest and not trying to give her false comfort. But even if she were to accidentally unleash magic towards one of her loved ones, I think Rama would be fine, considering his strength and his versatility too. Aww. And plus, if we're talking about strength, it's seeming like Yulia is going to be way stronger than Realma, just seeing how she tamed an even rarer Lemur bird than even Realma himself. I don't think Yulia would have anything to be afraid of. I'd like to ask my personal opinion on that. Oh wow. I mean, that looks like a. Okay, yeah, that definitely looks like a. And not just that, it would probably have a lot of sentimental value too. Yeah, I'll be reacting to Promised Neverland Season 2 Animated Doji. I won't be seeing the preview because I'll be reacting to the series, so I don't want any spoilers, but I'll be actually seeing Promised Neverland Season 2. Oh, that's actually cute, just seeing how much love and appreciation Hylia has for Realma. These are the type of sequences I really love in the series the most. That is a good point because there's only one person giving the gift, and that's the death flag. But if it's both people exchanging, then there's no death flag. Alright, pretty smart. I mean, by technicalities, he did give her the dolls a few episodes ago, but you should definitely give her something really good. Maybe the blood slime. Maybe the blood slime would be good. Or no, metal slime. That pretty much you should give her one of his rarest slimes. Aww. That is true, considering all the slimes that Realman has. I would be thinking you would have given her like one of the badass slimes. Hmm. I actually like one of the slimes. It looks like it's smiling too. It's cute. Hmm. Oh man, this is definitely gonna be season finale vibes because there has been no opening so far, and it's already going by the Funimation timer. It's already 18 minutes and 22 seconds in. Yeah, it has the. Yeah, it has one of the theme songs playing. This is definitely gonna be a season finale. Has to be. I don't. When series usually utilize that while their episode is still playing, that's what it usually means. It's really sweet how they're gonna step up above the Call of Duty if he's ever in major danger. Aww. I like how Elio's mother looks like a worried outing mother. Actually saying that. That's cute. I like how he says Elio at the last, saying my lady. That's the thing that puts a smile on my face the most. Hmm. I thought that was obvious. Oh, okay. okay, so that's what she was referring to. Yeah, he's gonna have to get used to it eventually. But if I'm gonna see, I'm telling her, don't call me Mr. Ryoma anymore either. Finally! Alright, I like that nice sense of optimism there. Man, I kind of hope we do get a quick time skip just to see how they look like 3 years later. That'd be pretty darn nice and swell. Yep. Just gotta make sure he keeps the promise so that doesn't happen. Good, I definitely write that down on the calendar. Aww. That was actually really sweet seeing her strength too and holding it together so that she wouldn't cry in front of Yama. I love something else just like that. Mm. And I like how they see Ryoma hold it together too. That was absolutely cool. I wouldn't be sure if Elia's crying. No, okay. No, she's keeping it together. All right. That's cool too. If she cried, I wouldn't have blamed her, but if she stayed composed, I wouldn't blame her either. Aww. No, this right here is really darn nice right there. Oh, okay, okay, now the tears are coming. Oh. Oh. Almost. It's been a while since they actually showed off the gods and the goddess. Oh yeah, he's got a point there. Oh, it's really sweet to see them rooting for Ryoma too. And that's tough. Well, And who knows, if he's lucky, he'll even probably find a new slime to make while in the mines too. Oh, okay, I guess there's no, okay, I guess that's it. Alright. Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, definitely still has like a season finale vibes. Alright. Here's I'm gonna rate this specific episode. I actually thought it was good. I'm gonna rate it an 8.25 out of 10 because as far as By the Grace of the Gods episodes go, the ending was pretty decent. I thought it landed it decently well at the very least because it had some nice wholesome moments. I like the character development too when it comes to like them formally acknowledging each other as friends and getting rid of any doubts. And I even love the growth for Elliot to be opening herself up and actually mentioning some of the trauma she has in the past when it comes to when she accidentally froze someone. I actually like seeing that kind of stuff. And another thing I also really love about this episode too, I even love the fact that for this specific episode, I even love the fact that they even make a cute little promise where if she doesn't show up in time, she's gonna be pissed, and that was actually really darn funny too. So that's something that I really loved about this episode. And from a character standpoint, I also like the fact that for this episode, it was actually pretty cool to see Ilya actually pull off an epic feat by getting a Lemur bird that's a lot more higher teal than the one that Ryoma went for, showing you that there's always going to be someone better than Ryoma, and kind of humbling him in a way as a main protagonist too. And that's something I also really loved about this episode too. And that's why I thought it had some decent character moments too. And another thing I also really like about this episode, aside from that, I actually love the fact that for this specific episode, like the fact that it didn't feel rushed, at least not this episode specifically. It was a nice send off towards Ryoma too. Just getting to see the emotions and seeing Elio cry. I mean, it got to me significantly. So I'll give it credit for that. I had a nice emotional punch, and that's why I thought this episode was good enough to snag an 8.25 out of 10 from my perspective. Now, aside from that though, gotta say the animation quality was actually good. This was actually one of the first few episodes in the series where I'm like, wow, it looked good. Kind of wish the other episodes looked this good though, because of the series would have had this minimum quality from start to finish. I think a lot of people would have really liked the series a lot more. Just a shame that it took it 12 episodes to finally have an episode. I'm like, man, that looked good. Because it was like the only time I felt that way. So, but I'll give it credit though. At least for this episode, the animators actually bothered to show up and do their job of making it actually look good. And that's why I gotta give it praise for the visuals too. And from a story standpoint, I thought it had some nice bits of comedy aside from nice heartful moments. Ulrich was on model, so I gotta give it credit for that. I'm not watching anime though because I'm watching it with other people. That's why I'm watching it with a family member. That's why I'm not reacting to Attack on Titan season 4 because I watched it with them before I did YouTube. So for Attack on Titan, that's going to be me watching it with a family member because I watched Attack on Titan before I started YouTube, and that's why I watched it the year it came out. And I started my Anime Caveman channel in 2018, so that's why I'm watching Attack on Titan, but I'm not reacting to it pretty much for that reason. But yeah, that's why I thought this episode was good. And saying that, do I think the series was good? But on itself, I gotta be honest, the series itself wasn't good because even though I did like the last episode of this series, and I also like maybe a bit of the first few episodes of the series, I can't ignore all the bad episodes in the middle, like when it skipped the Goblin fight in midway in the series after all that build up, or when it skipped multiple fighting sequences, or when it fucked up almost every single fight scene the series had. And I can't even ignore the fact that it introduced us to like so many different characters where Rima was completely comfortable with them, even though we never saw them before. I can't ignore shit like that in the series. So that's why even though I liked this final episode, I'm not gonna give this series overall positive review. I'd be a liar if I was like, oh yeah, you know what? The last episode and the first few episodes are gonna be enough to lift this up for me into a good sense. Because no, this series doesn't even hit average. Because it doesn't feel right that they introduce multiple characters and have main character comfortable with them without us, the audience, seeing that. It doesn't feel right that when they have the chance of giving us real tension in the series, it just skips through a major confrontation sequence. It just doesn't feel right to me, you know? And that's why I have to rate this series overall. While it wasn't absolutely terrible dog shit, I do gotta rate it, it was below average because as someone who's seen a lot of anime, this series could have had a lot more potential. And that's not even talking about the animation flaws, because that'd be just picking at it too easily. But no, the narrative flaws are too huge to freaking ignore. And that's why, overall, the series, I didn't think it was bad, super bad. I thought it was a bit below average. And that's why I gotta give it overall that rating. I gotta be honest. And if it were to get a season 2, would I check it out? Yes, because this final episode felt like it had potential, and who knows, if the season 2 airs and it's better paced, it could actually be pretty damn good. I ain't gonna lie. But if it gets to season 2, it would have to improve in every regard. It would need to get better animation quality. It would have to get better pacing. And that's why, for this series, I gotta rate it the way I did. This is my opinion. But before I go, let me just answer Animated Doji's question. I honestly don't like the CG in Attack on Titan Season 4. I don't like it one bit, but at least they're not still shots. But yeah, I don't honestly like it. I don't dig it that much. I prefer hand-drawn Titans, you know? And a lot of people are making excuses, but people ignore the fact that Attack on Titan in the past has made a lot of money, so I don't think people should overlook that. And that's why I think there really isn't any legitimate excuse for the CGI Titans. I'm not going to blame Studio Mappa, though. I'm going to blame the manga publisher, because they're the ones that didn't want to wait for Studio Wit to do Attack on Titan Season 4. So I think the one that should be blamed is the manga publisher for being super impatient. But yeah, that's my opinion on the matter. I'm going to watch Attack on Titan Season 4 of the Animated Doji, because I've watched the anime since it first came out. I'm not going to drop it. I've watched too many episodes. So I'm going to watch the anime. So yeah, those are my thoughts on the Attack on Titan situation. And those are my thoughts on By the Grace of the Gods episode 12, y'all, and the series itself. Hope y'all rate the video, share it, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later if you come back for more, because I most definitely am going to be reacting to other animes, or even By the Grace of the Gods Season 2 if ever gets one. But anyways, y'all, thank y'all so much for watching my video, and have a fantastic day, y'all. Bye-bye.